Area business owners said that they frequently saw people walking up and down this main road.
Students are frequently spending much more time behind the wheel. The scene here at Hornbeck Mall was quite a bit different earlier this week, as this circle encompassed a collection of clutter. Legal issues and property disputes prevented this business from opening for over a year. But after many troubles in time, the Thirsty Turtle has finally opened its doors. Students have similar views on police brutality no matter what campus it occurs on.
Coming up, a freak accident that left a mother and daughter dead has a family and neighborhood in mourning. Plus, new accusations arise as more questions are asked about the last moments of Michael Jackson's life. And plenty of events around the district today as we prepare for another nice day of sunshine. Good morning. Thank you for watching the Weekend Morning Report. I'm Olivia Logan. We begin this morning with more information on the simple drive that turned tragic for one Maryland family. A mother and daughter were killed when a tree crashed down onto their car on Connecticut Avenue near East-West Highway and Chevy Chase. Police are investigating a deadly shooting outside of Prince George's County Mall. A security guard at the Forestville Mall heard gunshots in the parking lot just after 6 last night. He ran outside and discovered that a car had crashed into the mall and that the man inside the vehicle had been shot several times. And perhaps one of the biggest questions surrounding Michael Jackson's death is what will happen to the singer's 3 young children. The pop star had 2 children with Debbie Rowe, but she had given up her parental rights. His 3rd child was born to an unknown surrogate. Normally in these cases, custody would be given to the surviving parent or close family relative. Consumers are taking a beating from the country's economic crisis, and there's no end in sight. A recent survey shows the nation's big chain retail stores suffered through their weakest October in 39 years. The Washington region has been on an excessive heat watch since Tuesday, but forecasters predict that the area will see relief as early as tomorrow. For lots of Northern Virginia residents, there's relief. A stop at a coffee shop for an iced drink, a run through an active fire hydrant, or simply staying in an air-conditioned building. But what about those who spend their days outside?
Brutal, 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 without a doubt.
Construction workers, car wash attendants, and delivery men, just to name a few, all must endure the scorching sun and blistering heat to do their jobs.
Well, someone have to do it because other than that, I mean, the whole world gonna be stressed out if we don't do it.
The circumstances of working in the heat are unbelievable. Mike Shanigan is constructing a sidewalk and deals with hot bricks and 360 degrees rubber on a daily basis.
You're soaked. I mean, your shirt's soaked. I mean, it drips right down through your clothes. It's hard, it really is.
The workers do their best to stay hydrated, like Jose Gonzalez, who works in an automobile maintenance center.
I mean, we have to make sure that we have a lot of water with us and Gatorades.
But even frequent hydration can't prevent all problems. Chi Nguyen says he sweats off 5 pounds by the end of each scorching day, but he'd rather work in this than the cold.
Cold will hurt you. Heat, it won't hurt you at all.
And then there are those who are outside simply just to get to work. Juliana Henry is almost 8 months pregnant and walks to her job.
Kicking when there is air conditioning, that's when the baby is active. When we are out on the heat, no, not at all.
What do boxes of scales, a sledgehammer, and a construction hat all have in common? Ultimate destruction. But why?
This week is National Eating Disorders Awareness Week, and we have a bunch of activity that's sort of promoting awareness and things. It's kind of a symbolic gesture to show that, you know, your weight and weighing yourself in scales is kind of something that people feel like they're held prisoner to. Like it's something that, you know, really affects them negatively.
Scale smashing took place on Monday to kick off the week, but other free events like nutrition advising and a yoga class are still to come. So far, the participants seem to be having a great time for a good cause.
I'm all about like fighting arbitrary standards of beauty and stuff, so it felt good. And it just feels great to swing a big hunk of metal on the end of a big stick.
For the past 2 years, Boy Scout Jonathan Ballin has restored the Cook Family Cemetery in Columbia as a project for him to attain the highest ranking in Boy Scouts, Eagle Scout. Through community donations and grants, Ballin was able to do landscaping on the property and purchase a plaque. He is currently raising money to repair broken tombstones, a task that will cost $2,500.
It's just been a neglected cemetery, and it's great to have it upkept now, and hopefully it'll stay that way.
Nestled in the woods of many Howard County neighborhoods lay lost and forgotten cemeteries that originated as early as the Civil War.
At Whipp Cemetery in Ellicott City, tombstones dated as far back as 1833 sprout from the ground, weathered and hard to read. Citizens drive by with no more than a glance. So what happened to these historic icons?
And the families back in the 1800s just took care of their own little pot. Well, when they died off or moved away, you can see how it just finally grew over. Heavily vandalized, very greatly vandalized, and I'm ashamed to say that parts of the neighborhood use this as a community dump.
State and local laws aim to protect graveyards by prohibiting developers from building on top of a site. However, rundown and unrecognizable cemeteries, along with loopholes in the judicial system, don't always prevent the eventual disappearance of such historic properties. Planning and Zoning Director Marcia McLaughlin says the county has an inventory of about 180 cemeteries and is working with county citizens to make sure these artifacts stay put.
If anyone is familiar with the history of an old family cemetery and would like to bring it to our attention, we'd be more than happy to check it out and determine whether that might not be added to the inventory, because we certainly would like to see those all preserved.
Helping preserve history may be a future project of the Glenelg Country School. This private institution is fostering environmentally friendly student projects like the revitalization of Whipp Cemetery. Jake Brody is part of the school's Going Green initiative.
It's just a beautiful place to be, and I hope they realize there's something worth saving about the nature in Howard County.
With the help of community associations and volunteers, county cemeteries like Whipp's have been saved. Where trash and broken tombstones used to be, now lies a heritage park complete with paths, gardens, and coming in 2008, a memorial theater. For Inside Howard County, I'm Olivia Logan.